Oh no. Hello everybody, it's Josiah from Flintlocks Leather, and I need to build a new leather rack. We'll get to that some other time though. For now, I'm going to take you over to the computer real quick, start going over a pattern, and talk about what I'm going to be doing this evening. So the other day, I was flipping through YouTube and I stumbled on, kind of went down the rabbit hole of these unboxing videos. There's a well-known leather goods company out there, and I guess it's kind of a thing for them to send out mystery boxes, and they're very popular with a bunch of their goods in them, and a lot of people make videos of them unboxing these mystery boxes. And the host had opened up what was essentially an envelope pouch or wallet, and she seemed very excited about it at first, but then she had to reveal just a moment later that she couldn't get more than like two credit cards into it, so she was a little bit disappointed in that. And so what you see on the screen there, that's basically the pattern for one of those envelope style wallets. This is one that I kind of just threw together, and you see on the edges here, gave a little bit of tolerance for being able to get thickness. My goal was to say, okay, I want to make it so that you can get about 10 to 12 cards in there. So that's basically what this pattern would be. But then I said, well, if I'm going to do it, I want to do it a little bit different than that. This is a single piece, and that's part of the I'm sure the appeal of to that other manufacturer is that they can do a single piece and they can connect it all with a single snap. It doesn't take any time on stitching. I don't mind taking a little bit of extra time on stitching things together, so I did just split it up, and so I've got a two-piece wallet here, and just had to make sure that I lined it up on the stitch holes. And I thought this way you can actually get a card in the back for a quick access card, here, and then keep the rest of your cards inside the wallet, maybe even some change or some cash if that's what you'd rather do. So I thought we'd crank one out real quick, go over the process. All right, so we're going to do this two ways. The first was the single part pattern as shown. This is just, I printed it out and stuck it onto a Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal box, actually. And so this is some English Tan Derby. We'll use this for both. And let's get started. So I'll just trace this out and cut it out. All right. Now, the company in question, who's making, mass producing these things, since it is such a simple shape, and because they probably produce a bunch of them, they probably just have a clicker die made for it, and so they can just crank these out, just punch it down on some leather, and then I don't know. I don't think they do any kind of finishing to the edges or to the flesh, so it's just punch it out and fold, as we'll see, and apply a single snap, and their project's done. So there's that one. And so real quick, we would just we'll go like right about there. Force it in there. And then back end. So all right. One simple envelope wallet. And because we did the depth on the wings where it is, you know, we can fit a good amount of cards in there compared to the 2 that the woman in the video was talking about. So, all right, let's do it the other pattern way. So, back with another piece of English Tan Derby. This time for the 2-piece pattern, I cut that out of acrylic with my laser, which I do if it's a pattern that I think I'm going to use more than once, because more than twice. The more you use, you know, a paper cut on cereal box, the more it kind of gets deformed by the scratch all. So, got these on acrylic, and we'll start this one off. I can do this one since these two sides are parallel. I can just do kind of the bump jig method for cutting this one out a little bit quicker. I'll just that. Okay, and then we'll just mark the angles on this. Okay, and then set our stitch holes. corners. Okay, and for the next piece, we'll just have to trace that out. All right. All right, so we're gonna polish up the edges a little bit. We'll sand them, and then I'm going to slick the backs, the flesh side, with some tokonole, and the edges, obviously. Bevel them. Quick, let's just make sure this is in good shape. I'm not going to dye these edges. I just figure it's such a thin, this is a 4-ounce leather. I figure just having it beveled and then burnished with tokonole, it's going to give it a nice enough edge. It's not going to be black or dark brown, but it'll have a little bit of smoothness to it, and it'll look good. All right, so tokonole, clear. And I'll put an okay amount on the backs of each. This is just a glass slicker. I'm just going to smooth this down and take away some of the roughness of the flesh. to skive down these points. This is, like I said, it's a 4-ounce leather, which means it's about 1.6 to 1.8 millimeters. The posts for the snaps are 1/4 inch, so when you stack 3 of them together, it kind of takes away from the from its ability to mushroom down onto the S-spring snap. So I'm just going to skive a little of this off beforehand. Just the front edger. Just. You can see even without any dye there, makes all the difference in the world on the edges. Okay, so just for a little bit of, I don't know, finish, we'll do a little bit of creasing just on the top edge of this one, the outside wallet, the outside piece. All right, so using 6mm stitching chisels, and hopefully I can still see the marks from my, there we go, there's one over here. We'll start it on the first hole on this back piece, and then we'll backstitch it into the top piece. I should really come up with better names for them. I keep calling each one of them the back piece and the top piece, switch them around. All right, stitch together these snap in place. Hopefully we've skived this one enough so that it'll get it on the first try here. Let's get this going. First try. There we go. So, unlike the single piece method, we can get, that's 12 cards right there. And we can also just go ahead and say, this is going to need to use very often. So we'll keep it right here in a quick access and pop it out so easily. So there we go. We can also do them in multiple colors. So there's another benefit. Hey, if you like this video, please go ahead and like. Please go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We're trying to grow the channel. We're trying to grow the business. If you want to follow us over on our Instagram, Flintlocks Leather, we'd appreciate it. We're going to be doing some giveaways there very soon. And check back with us again. Thank you very much.